we're able to, because I'm watching my screen here, and the studio is telling me that stream 2 disappeared, but hopefully it's come back here. I think it has come back. So bear with us as we get all these things right in our approach to be current, to be relevant to our generation, using the timely technology. Originality of that statement, it was from him. I heard it. Timely technology for timeless truth. So this is the case of this broadcasting appearance, and why some, as we are trying to stream, that the streaming is giving us all kinds of headache. But that's not the topic of today. Let's just move on so that we know we can quickly cover the grants that we need to cover. I hope everybody is hearing me loud and clear. Unfortunately, I will not be able to know from the studio here in our church, even though we are streaming both to Facebook and YouTube. I'm not able to know particularly, and I don't have my phone by my side wherever I could know how the reception is, the stream is over to you, our audience. I mean, how it is to you, our audience over there. Anyway, we're going to just start by looking at the slide, as we have been doing for a while. And the reason for doing the slides is so that you can be able to go back to it after the session is over, because I realize we are not able to cover all what we are supposed to cover in the time allotted. So today, without much ado, as I said to us, we are focusing on establishment, because the month of June this year was the month of establishment, and therefore our prayer today is going to revolve around Psalm 90 verse 17 was our focal point last month, which was the month of establishment. And what it says in Psalm 90 verse 17 that I'd like to read out to you, if I superimpose it, lay it upon this the screen that I'm showing you, I'm not sure how it will appear. Well, it doesn't really appear good, but I don't want to leave this screen only to come back again. So from Amplified Classic, it says, and let the beauty and the delightfulness and favor of the Lord our God be upon us. Our hands, yea, the work of our hands, confirm and establish it. So what we are focusing on today is not our job, but our work. And there's a big difference between the two. Your work is what is attached to your giftings in your life table. You could be doing your work. You could be doing your job and you are not really in your work. However, when you are in your work, your job becomes easy, because you are just being you. It's like a dog who is barking or a dog who is quacking. Now, that's what they are born to do. It's natural to them. So, your work is what we are focusing on tonight, and based on what I have already, don't forget, I know you know my name. That's me. And you know this is day 6, I beg your pardon, of the 7-day program of prayer and fasting here in Kingdom Arena, July 2021. Tomorrow we are going to round it off in a service, and if you live not far from us, we enjoy you to join us, making communion with it as well. We'll be breaking bread, and we have communion in the name of Jesus. So, as I said, 97, I've read it from Amplified Classic. So I'm going to go further and begin to look at what we have for today. Okay, I'm going to leave that. So, establish my work. It's all about the work of your hands. That's what we're talking about today. And first of all, I want to focus on, because Moses who prayed that prayer in Psalm 90. By the way, Psalm 90, David, among which were royal psalms. So Psalm 90 was not written by David, nor by Solomon, nor by the sons of Korah, but was written by Moses. And it is important for us to understand that, because the mountain of economy, there are different mountains, just like the mountains that which the children of Israel had to possess. In actual fact, I understand that about 7 mountains that surround Jerusalem and want us to occupy. So different sectors that God puts his people, so that the mountain of the Lord rises above all these other mountains, and the word of the Lord proceeds from the mountain of the Lord. Now, the first step of our prayer point tonight, week in, week out for a while now, about a few years now, maybe 4, maybe 3, maybe 5 years, can't remember specifically. And it's about Ephesians 1, 17 to 23. But in Ephesians chapter 1, verse 18, there it is written that the eyes of our understanding being enlightened, that we may know what the one we are going to focus on of his calling. You have not yet at different times. So if you have not yet arrived at the part of this, because when you decide your purpose, you don't want to live for any other ones. You don't want somebody else's to be your focus. So you are going to pray, Lord, I ask that you grant unto me the spirit of wisdom and revelation in the knowledge of hope of your calling for my life. I want you to pray that prayer now. Father, in the name of Jesus, Lord, I ask that I may know the hope of your calling for my life in the heading towards. Because as I'm heading toward that destination, I'm actually walking out in destiny. That God will make known to you. It's not known, it becomes it can be easily abused. So that God will help you to discover your destiny. God will impress upon your heart your purpose for living. Your purpose for living. Some discover, they think by accident. From that, a passion develops that the person wants to live for, based on the experience of crisis. You are going to pray. It doesn't matter whether it's God who comes to show it to you in your dream, or calls you audible voice, or sends somebody, or you observe a life, or you are meditating and you become reflective and you came to the conclusion that this is what I would like to do for my life, this is what I desire. Whichever way, that God will make known of your existence in the name of Jesus, that God will make known to you the reason for your existence in the name of Jesus, that you will not waste your life, you will not waste your time, you will not waste your resources, you will not waste your opportunities in the name of your place